Yeah, my servo's pretty dead. Still works though. But here it is, my modifications to the steering on my Ski-Doo snowmobile. So as you know, when you get the snowmobile, it's just a toy grade. It comes with this little plastic gearbox. It comes with a shitty little gearbox. Doesn't work too well. Just full turn left, full turn right. So as I'm upgrading it, I've seen a few guys doing videos on this. So I started putting my parts on, and everybody else is just taking their servos, throwing them up in here somewhere, up and down, sideways, whatever. And that's alright, but they're just gluing them in half the time. So here's the way I did it. I just took a piece of steel, bent it up going around my servo, threw a couple little nuts up in there, nuts and bolts to hold it. And then just to be on the extra safe side, I epoxied all around it too. And I have this plate here that goes underneath there. Set the part on the servo connector onto the steering arms. It can slide nice and smooth. So all this stuff I did too can be really easy to unbolt and take apart. I forgot I didn't even need to take off the two front ones. And that's all it is. It's on there solid, it ain't going nowhere. And this piece that's on the top has that little bend in it, and it just sits on the top of this. Those two little knots, or bulge outs or whatever, so it can slide back and forth really smoothly. Because before I had that, it was always kinking up on angles and stuff and wasn't working too well. So that was moving a lot before that top plate was on. So let's go over some of the parts I used. Just bent up some aluminum from just some scrap old aluminum I had sitting around, just to make all that. And this part up here too, I was going to put my receiver onto, so that'll work good. This part's just from armarc.com. It's actually out of my Arma Raider. So there's the part number if you want to actually find that one part. It worked perfectly. And here's the part I used right there. You don't have to use the exact same stuff, but if you are ordering anyway, this did work perfect on the snowmobile. There's the part number there. I haven't set the trim, even have that servo horn in the right place, so that all still can be adjusted. It's just showing it working great. And another thing I did do was these skis on the bottom. They had this piece of plastic that kept the skis so they could only turn so much. I just cut that all off so my skis can go basically 180 degrees now. So there's the steering. Hope it helped you if you're building it, doing the same thing. My last video I showed you how to get your track to stop slipping, I mean. So if you have that problem, you can go back and watch that video. Next video I'm going to be making a gearbox for the snowmobile. I've already started it a little bit, so it's all from scratch. I don't want to buy a gearbox, I'm just going to build one, and the only parts I did have to buy was 2 gears, some bearings, so and all the aluminum I had scrap. So that will be my next video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the rest. There's lots more RC on the way.